Hi, Sandy here. I'm going to do a little scrapbooking today. I don't think I've ever made a scrapbooking video. I got some pictures of my cat, and we gave him a bath. Of course, he didn't like it very much. So I'm going to scrapbook his bath. Bath time fun, not hardly. I found this. I had this for my baby stuff, bathtub fun. So that'll work. Okay. I think this is going to have to be a 2-page layout. So I need two sheets of blue paper, which I'm getting right here. I don't usually do titles. I don't do what I don't care how anybody else scrapbooks. Everybody needs to do their own thing. And I only do 8.5 by 11 pages. I happen to be doing a 2-page layout right here, but I'll do 1-page, 2-page, whatever it takes. If I'm doing a birthday party, I'll do 10 pages, whatever it takes. And I don't usually do titles because really there's not a lot of room on an 8.5 by 11 page, but this is just perfect. Not that that cat was having fun. Okay. So I gotta get my paper trimmer and do some cropping. And I find if I crop them down to 4 inches, that's just perfect. I can get 2 side by side if I crop them to 4 inches. There's that. I don't really want to cut its ear off. Not much anyway. Don't want to miss anything. Oh. I think if I go narrower on this one, I can fit 2 of them side by side here. No, I guess not. His name is Butterscotch. He's about 8 years old, maybe a little older than 8 years old. Okay. I'm going to trim these down a little bit more to make them fit together on the page. I'm going to put this down here where he's soaked. There. I'm going to have to crop this one, crop the ear off a little bit. Okay, now then I've got, yes, this will be perfect. I've got this water paper with bubbles. Okay, that'll do for that. Oh boy, today's the 4th of July. Now, I gotta trim these down some. His bath is over there and he is ready to get out. No more bath for me, please. all of those photos onto 2 pages. Now, what else do I have? I have this. Looks like water. I'm gonna turn it down some. Put that right there. I have some water bubbles. So now I'm ready to glue. I can put this away. I have this book, Travel Outdoor and Summer. It's scrap, stickers, everything. And I have summer, vacation, cars, destinations, beach, camping, water, just anything like that, outdoors. So I can usually find things pretty quickly. Now, here's my newspaper for gluing. Probably out of camera shot there. So I'm gonna get my glue stick. Let me make sure this is not too long. I need to trim that down just a little bit. This is just a scrap. I save all of my scraps. Sooner or later I will use it. So there's that. That. I use glue sticks for pretty much everything. I'm very frugal, and glue sticks are inexpensive, and I go through a ton of them. I stock up at school supply time. And I use, this is computer paper. I buy it in bulk. And I just bought a big package of regular office page protectors from Office Max last weekend for $20 plus tax. That's $200. I can do 400 pages with that. Okay, I dropped my glue stick. Now, I like my stuff to have a little bit of a margin. I'm just kind of weird that way. So I'm going to trim this down just a little bit. Good enough. Now, that lined up right there. Stick that down. I'm not going to put that down too firmly till I get this down, because I want equal spacing. I do have a lot of photo mats, and I do like to use them, but most of the time I do it like this, and here's a built-in border. Just there it is. Now I want to make a tag. Let's see. Here's my tag book of tags that I have made. I don't think I got anything with water on it, but I do have a lot of blue tags, and I might be able to find something good to decorate that page with. Just basically a journaling card is what I really need. I try to use a tag on almost every page because I make so many. I've got to get them used up. Memories, wish, today. Nope, I don't care for any of those. I just need something to journal on. And then I've got this box of there's journaling cards, there's all kinds of things. Here we go. Something in blue that I can journal on. My time to shine. He's a no. No, I don't want that one. I think that one will do. On this day, that'll do just fine. And I think I will use a punch and do something with the quill, but it's probably gonna mess up my well, I'm going to do it. No, it's going to, well, I'll do the other 3 corners. I don't want to mess up my corner right there, and I mess these up almost every time. And it's stuck. Yeah, I mess that one up almost every time. There must be a knack to it. Jeez. Okay, well that got a little bit loud. And one more corner to do. And then they stick. I don't punch much. This is my whole box of punches, and there's a few other things in there. I don't. Come on. Well, this ain't good. Okay. There we go. I got it. I got it. Put that back. On this day. And I'm going to get a blue marker. Butterscotch. Did not like to bath. And this was on 4/5/18. I always like to have the date of the year on there. It's just a good thing to have. And then, let's see, I'm going to put that right there. I try to use up these cards. I like ordering them from scrapbooking for less, but I've got a box full of them, and I need to cut it down before I order more. Now, I've got to add a few bubbles here. I think I'll put a bubble right there. Yes! Bubbles. Bubble in there. Well, some of them don't show up too good. The color's too close, but it doesn't matter. One more bubble, and I'm going to call it done. Okay, I just did 2 pages. Butterscotch and his bath. And I'm going to scan this before I put it in my scrapbook. I put them right, I usually scan them immediately and then put them right into my scrapbook, and it's done. And some people just stack them up, and that's how everybody does things their own way. Okay, what have I got now? Let's see. I got Butterscotch. He's a lazy cat. These 3 kind of go together. Well, those 2 kind of go together. Oh no, I gotta put away my bubbles. There's the bubble. That's done. And this is my dog and cats book, and I made borders and tags and got all the embellishments. There's my dog's scrap. That's my dog section and my dog scraps, and a cat. I think I need to make some more cat borders, or use up. I need borders for this page. I do. We need borders. I'm going to use that one. And this one. Come on, get it out of there. There we go. Now, I make a lot of orange pages for my cat. I think since this is blue, I'm going to go with that blue. That's a little dark. That's alright. Okay. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. And actually, very little of this is even going to show. Okay. I'm going to trim that. Probably going to end up trimming it a little bit. Well, I'm going to trim it a little bit more. I'm sure I'm out of camera range there. Okay, we'll put that on there. I trim that a little bit. they fit. Looks fine to me. I think I want slightly bit more border, so I'm going to trim a little bit more off. Now, I try not to post family members' photos on here. Hello, Alex, I'm recording. See you later. Alex is my daughter. She likes to manage my YouTube channel for me. She edits my videos and posts my videos. She loves doing that for me. Okay, this one is done. Quick and simple. I pre-made these borders. I used up some strips because I do trim down a lot of paper to 8.5 by 11. I end up with a lot of long strips, and I keep those all together in this box. And then when I get a lot of them, then I glue a bunch of them on the strips of paper, and then I just decorate them, and this is mix and match stuff, just using up stuff. So that one's done. And one more, and then my cat's pictures will be caught up. And since I chose a purple border, I'm going to choose a purple piece of paper. I think something pale. I haven't got much pale, so that will go there. My daughter takes a lot of pictures of him in her room on that vanity. And I put this on here. I made this too. I'm going to write just the year on there, because looking back years from now, we'll be able to see when those, 2018. There. I keep my pages pretty simple, and I do a lot of the same layouts over and over again, but it makes me happy, and I'm caught up, and so that's what I do. I'll put that there. And that's there. Cat in a box. He loves to get in boxes like every other cat. Okay. I'm hearing those fireworks. We don't do fireworks. It's just a waste of money to me. Now, put that there. I'm one of those people, I like to keep my workspace very neat and tidy. I put things away as I go. And that one's done. So that's 4 pages done in just a short amount of time. Now, I think I will go ahead and show you my cat scrapbook. I'll do a flip through, and I hope there's not a lot of glare. So this is my cat scrapbook. These are office binders. I get them from the thrift shops, usually for $1. Now they're going for like $2. So like I do a spine and a cover, and then I had a calendar page from an old calendar, and I put that in the back. I don't usually put stuff in the back, but what the heck. We adopted him on 10/10/2009. Yeah, so he's almost about 9 years old. About 9 years old. And this is when we first got him. He got in a trash can, and he was a kitten. And then we had, here he is at Halloween. And this one turned out dark. I just scrapbook everything. And the same day we adopted him, we adopted this black cat, Midnight, that my brother lives with me. If that's his cat. We still have them both. And here they are. I'm recording a video, honey. Okay, I'm about done. So here's the 2 cats, and now they've been together for 9 years, and they didn't like each other then, and they still don't like each other. And he got in the tree. He's such a curious cat. He's in the sink. He's in the dish drainer. Well, here they are getting along right there. And I had this is Max. He died 2 years ago. My golden retriever. There he is with Max. And one day we were playing. We tried some doll hats on him. And tried some doll clothes on him. And look at him and Max, they're buddies. And he's always curious and into things. We just like taking pictures of this cat. This is my old scrapbooking room, and he gets on the counter and likes to help me. And there he is for Halloween with a bib, just for fun. At Christmas time, he just lives under the tree. He likes to be on the tree skirt, and he pulls it out. And he's always got to help with the Christmas decorations and getting in the box. My daughter made him a Merry Christmas card. And here he is with the decorations. We were doing something, and he got on the ladder, and he's just, here he's in the bathtub. And I just scrapbooked in pictures of him under her. This is my daughter's vanity bench. She takes a lot of pictures of him there. And there he is. And I did this one a little bit different. I cut some pictures out in circles, put them on. This is one of my favorites. Oh, and I love this one. I took a picture of him with this stuffed cat, his orange cat. They're both, and there's Midnight. He photobombed the picture. I like this one on my vanity, my dresser in my room. Oh, in 2011, he would have been like 2. He got his hair all matted up, and so we had to get him a haircut. And this is what they sent home, a lion. He's funny. There's Halloween and Christmas, and he's in the dog dishes. And this is just a drawing that I made and colored, and I cut it out and put it on a page. I save everything, try to use everything. This is him in a box. I got a lot of pictures of him on boxes. I like this picture a lot. That's a nice picture of me. He's helping me with my scrapbooking there. He's on my scrapbooking table. Christmas, playing with the garland. Here he is looking in the window, in the kitchen window. These are Valentine's Day roses. It's under the tree again, on the tree skirt. He loves that tree skirt. I got a lot of pictures of him just laying around. That's what he does. He just lays around. And sometimes he poses pretty for me. And here, this is what he does. He helps me with my scrapbooking. Gets in my way. Butterscotch. Here he is yawning. I think he got another haircut in 2014. But since then, we've been pretty good about keeping his mats off. I have to put him under because he's not going to cooperate. This is not him, but it's a nice picture and I like it. That's my husband talking to the dogs, always up to something. This was before I got into making borders and tags. Okay, well, I used to use a lot of just strips of paper and add some stickers. That was my borders. Just filling in the space with something interesting. I'm scrapbooking pictures of him in 2015. He had to go sit on them. And here's where I got into making borders and tags. Here's one of my first borders. And there's a tag and a tag. This looks like it's sideways, but he's laying on a roll top desk, and this is the side of the roll top desk. He's in a box. He's looking in the window, out the window in the sunroom. Here's a tag. This is a border that I made, and a tag. And a border and a tag. This I just used a scrap of paper. It had a cat on it. I really like this tag that I made. I just got really into, once I got caught up with my scrapbooking, I started making tags and borders. And so like those pages I just made, I just throw on a tag or a border, and I do a lot of the same layout, but it's fast and easy, and I'm happy, and I'm the only one who has to be happy. It's my book. And here I use some letters. I hardly ever use letters. I don't know why. I just don't. I really should use more of them. I have plenty. Here's a border. Here's a border. See, this is just mix and match stuff, and I just put it on there. This is just a little card, and with a cat, I put a cat sticker on there, and a meow tag, and here's a cat sticker I made. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. There's a tag. There's a tag. Here's a border. A tag, border. Sometimes I just write right on my page, and it's all crooked, and I don't even care. It's preserved for history, and that's all that matters in my writing. Here's a scrap of cat paper, and I put that on there. And then this card that I had, I used that. Catitude. Here's a tag that I made. Here's a tag that I made, a border. I have some old Victorian calendars, and I have quite a few like this with cats on it, so I use them on my cat pages. This is a nice border. Now this one is not even a cat border, but I like this pink roses in the back, so I made a pink page, and this was all rosy. Just because it's cats don't mean it has to be cats. This is him in front of the tree, and I've made a Christmas. This is a border I made just using up bits and pieces. My daughter had a sticker book when she was a kid, and it had a bunch of cat pictures, and I cut them all out and saved them and used them. This is one of his old vaccination tags, and I just stuck it on the page. And I made this embellishment. This is just a little square scrap of paper. I put a sticker on there, and this embellishment, and his vaccination tag. Here's a border. little rascal, and then this. But I do make a lot of the same layouts. So then I've got my 4 new pages I'm going to scan and scrap, and I hope this wasn't too boring. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.